Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. We're making Gotham great again. So, democracy is thriving, is it not? We learned that in 2016. Why would the Democrats aren't actually? I mean, that's a Russia burn bro conspiracy theory, right? That they're going to deliberately try to stop progressives from getting control of the party. I mean, it's not like the former two-term president has tried to, Obama privately said he would speak up to stop Sanders, this report. Here's what he said. The former president reportedly said if Sanders held a strong lead in the Democratic primary, he would speak out to prevent him from becoming the nominee. Some of you might be going, hey, Graham, he can endorse whoever he wants. This is not an endorsement. It's not Obama said, I won't endorse Bernie. I will endorse somebody else. I'm going to definitely endorse Warren or Biden or Kamala. Okay, I wouldn't agree with that endorsement, but that's his right to endorse whomever he likes. This is not that. He's talking about, I still have a lot of sway in this party, and I will try to prevent him from getting the nomination. That's who Obama is. Not Mr. Democracy and, only the Republicans, gerrymander and voter suppression, which they do. The Republican Party has absolutely done that. They have done it in very racist ways. They've gone into primarily black communities that would typically vote Democrat and try to suppress the vote so that they don't come out. But the Democrats do it too. And this is one way. And this is also like, is this leaked? Is this Obama advisor like in trouble? Or, and I don't know, I'm just asking, or is this a deliberate like, hey, independents and progressives, I'll kill your little pipe dream of having Bernie or Tulsi as the presidential nominee, so you better shut up and get in line behind Warren or Kamala or Buttigieg or whichever one they're trying to throw down our throat. So Kamala's crashed and burned. Tulsi helped take her out. Kamala put 120,000 people of color behind bars as Attorney General. The state of California, we know that she took money from Steve Mnuchin, who donated to her Attorney General campaign in 2010. She then did not prosecute Steve Mnuchin when she had a mountain of evidence to indict him and everyone over at One West Bank. Steve Mnuchin, then donated to her Senate race, her Senate campaign, which she won. She then voted, she helped confirm Steve Mnuchin as Secretary of Treasury. Just so we know, just so we're clear who's what here. Obama gave the banks $700 billion in like February, either January or February of 2009, right after he was sworn in, on top of the $700 billion that Bush gave, and prosecuted nobody. Nobody was prosecuted. Oh, but Graham, he was just trying to get America back on its feet. Iceland jailed their bankers. Why couldn't we be like Iceland? So that's who Obama is. Obama took us from 2 wars to 7. Okay? Obama dropped more bombs than Bush. Obama jailed more whistleblowers than Bush. He opened up the Arctic to drilling twice. The Keystone Pipeline that just leaked, Obama said it wasn't going to, he said no, but he left it open for somebody else to complete it, which is what Trump did. He didn't stop it. He didn't say, boom, no, it's not happening. This is who Obama is. Who said in an interview, my policies are more in line with the Republicans of the 80s. He called himself a Republican. Obamacare is not a lefty, progressive, free universal health care plan. It was Romney Care. It's a Republican health care plan. The Democrats had the House and the Senate, and they could have given us this, and they didn't. He had the House and the Senate for 2 years. He could have passed bill after bill after bill after bill. There's nothing the Republicans could have done about it. This is who he is. He does not want the Democratic Party. This has been said by Cenk, it's been said by Jimmy Dore, and I will repeat it. The Democrats would rather lose to Republicans than let a progressive take over the party. Whoever emerges from the primary process, I will work my tail off to make sure that they are the next president. Obama said earlier in the month. He said that earlier in the month. I'll work whoever it is. But, so he knows he said this, so he's got to make sure Bernie doesn't get the nod, because if Bernie does get the nod, then he will have to back a progressive. He will have to back a progressive that will hold the banks accountable the way Obama didn't. Obama, since he's been out of office, has been paid six-figure speaking fees to go to places like Cantor Fitzgerald, and other banks and hedge funds have paid him six-figure incomes to speak. The only reason I'm hesitating at all is because, yeah, and this is from one of Obama's advisors. The only reason I'm hesitating at all is because, yeah, if Bernie were running away with it, I think maybe we would all have to say something, but I don't think that's likely. It's not happening. Meaning what? It's like when Hillary laughed and said, I got a pretty good idea who the nominee is going to be. Because they're already, look what they've tried to do. They tried to shove Kamala down her head. Tulsi took her out at the knees. Kamala's, right? Joe Biden, he's a joke. Joe Biden is a joke. He leads in, senior citizens that have, home phones, like an AOL accounts or something. Like, I don't know where they're getting these poll numbers from. Every time Bernie surges in the polls, takes first place, they're always like, Pete Buttigieg is in strong fourth. They're trying to jam Pete Buttigieg down our throat. Nope. AOC and everybody, the 3 of 4 members of the gang endorsing Bernie, that was a huge blow to the Liz Warren crowd. They keep throwing corporate Democrat, fake progressive after corporate Democrat at us, and everyone keeps going, no, 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 no. And Bernie's a threat now, so now Obama has to say, And this is what he's been saying. This is another, Obama cautions 2020 hopefuls against going too far left. This is from like 2 weeks ago, November 15th. He said last week most voters don't want to tear down the system. Huh? What are you talking about? When you talk to voters, is this when you said that at that Silicon Valley fundraiser where people were throwing down $300-some thousand to talk to you? Is that just a bunch of rich neoliberals in Silicon Valley who don't want to pay Bernie's tax plan? People in Silicon Valley who are more concerned with, some escape plan to Mars. Elon Musk and that crew who have billions of dollars, all this resources, technology, who literally could be working morning, noon, and night to go, we're going to fix climate change. Silicon Valley just made this decision. We're going to fix climate change. Silicon Valley that I'm sure was affected by the fires in Northern California the last 3 or 4 winters or falls that we've had. But this is what Obama says. He's still trying to sell the American people on centrism. When you listen to the average voter, even ones who are stalwart Democrats, are more independent or low-income voters, they don't feel that things are working well, but they're also nervous about changes that might take away what little they have. So that's your battle cry. Oh man, centrism all the way. You don't have much, but you might lose what little you have. Boy, that's bold leadership. That's such bold leadership. Boy, that's why I voted for you twice. Your fake hope and change. I voted for you twice, Obama. I did phone banking for you in 2008. I donated to your campaign in 2008 because I was on the verge of losing my home, and I blamed it all on Bush and the Republicans and his bullshit 2 wars. He lied about the war in Iraq, an illegal war, right? By 2008, I had been to Afghanistan 3 times and Iraq twice. And I was like, I don't want to see any more of these wars. And I voted for you, and you gave us all this hope and change, and you did nothing, man. You did nothing. That's why so many counties that voted for you twice voted for Trump. A ridiculous orange clown. It's like, what are you talking about? You want centrism? This is bold leadership? Is that what FDR said? The only thing we have to fear is people being too far left. You tell everybody to chill out? So if you're one of the 30 million Americans living in poverty, the UN did a report. There are 30 million Americans living in third world style poverty. You should just chill out. Don't want to lose what little you have. Are you one of the 60% of Americans that can't afford a $500 to $1,000 emergency? I'm one of them. I should just chill out. I'm not afraid I'm going to lose what that's your thing? A scare tactic? So you're telling people like me, hey, Graham, I know you lost your home. I know you're barely getting by, but it might be worse. Your little one-bedroom rent-controlled apartment that you have to live in after you lost your 3-bedroom condo, I might take that away. If you don't vote for a corporate Democrat like Liz Warren or Buttigieg or Kamala or Biden, you're going to lose what little stuff you have. That's your tactic? Because Bernie Sanders is telling me I'm going to have free health care. He's telling my nieces and nephews, some of them who are in college or going to be or are about to get in college, that they're not going to have any more student debt. He's saying we're going to have a Green New Deal that's going to put all Americans to work, saving the planet. I bet you somewhere in that Green New Deal is a place for a filmmaker, an entertainer to make movies or PSAs to tell people to get involved in the movement. That's what a bunch of filmmakers did. Frank Capra and all those guys in World War II, they were Hollywood filmmakers that then got enlisted to help with the war effort. I bet you that's somewhere in Bernie's Green New Deal. So Bernie's offering me free health care, student debt forgiveness, which doesn't affect me personally, but you know what it does? It does kind of affect me personally in the fact that if a bunch of people in their 20s and 30s, their student debt is gone, they're going to have more disposable income. Maybe they'll have more income to come to one of my comedy shows or to support me on Patreon. Maybe you can't support me on Patreon right now because you're drowning in credit debt. But Obama just says, shut up, chill out. Boy, that's bold leadership. And the media goes along with it. Media just pushes this centrist, incremental centrism crap. You know what other bold leader in history said this about the media? This is from Malcolm X. If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. Like when Hillary said at a Goldman Sachs speech where she was paid something like $200,000, we need to stop this anti-banking attitude in America. Obama's cabinet that was picked by Citibank picked his cabinet. The Democratic Party, who is in league with MSNBC, the Republicans are in league with Fox. Both parties are bullshit. You think Trump is some savior? You're deluding yourself. You're just as delusional as a Clinton supporter. Diehard Clinton and Trump supporters are equally as delusional. It's insane to listen to them talk. We need bold leadership. Remember when JFK said that? We're going to put a man on the moon by the end of the 60s. Not because it's easy, because it's difficult. Oh, they don't want nervous about changes. They might, little they have. Oh, wow, bold leadership, dude. Are you worried about your legacy? Look, you passed gay marriage. I applaud you for that. That's about it, friend. That is about it. You didn't save the environment. You didn't protect us from Dakota Access Pipeline. You said, let's see how this plays out. You went to Flint, Michigan, and took a sip of contaminated water and go, water seems fine to me. We still have contaminated water in Flint, Michigan, Obama. That's your legacy. That's what Malcolm X said. Here's what James Baldwin said. Those who say it can't be done are usually interrupted by others doing it. So when Obama says it can't be done, which is what this is, when he says don't go too far left, no, it can't be done. Don't go too far left. It can't be done. Bernie is talking about getting it done. Tulsi's talking about getting it done. That's the centrist Democrats. That's their plan. That's their bold plan for the future. Sit back, do nothing, and block the progressives. Hillary's admitted it. Obama just admitted it. They're going to cheat Bernie if they already aren't already. So we need to overwhelm them. We need to make it impossible. We need to say, no, we're done with your neoliberal centrism. We're done with the Bushes and the Clintons and the Obamas and the Trumps. We're done with them. We're done with them. Vote them out. You don't need to impeach Donald Trump. You need to beat him you need to crush him. Bernie, Tulsi together would be an electoral landslide. It would crush Trump's right-wing nationalism. It would crush this globalization, this neoliberal bullshit. It would crush it. And all these people afraid of socialism and, I'm going to get my gun to stop the socialists, would be go, all right, well, here's health care. Here's a high-paying union job in the green industry. Your kids all get to go to college now. Oh, all right. That'll end it. They'll just watch everybody get better. They'll watch their friends and family in red states go, actually, Bernie's helping us out, man. I'm in. You'll see it. You'll see people get jobs. Instead of working $9 an hour at a Walmart, Hillary, when she was on the board at Walmart, voted down $12 an hour. That's what we got to do. We got to overwhelm. So thanks for getting your news here, because the mainstream media is not going to hold Obama accountable. Fox will criticize him and call him a terrorist and other nonsense, but that's just because Fox is just the other side of the ruling classes. It's one of the ruling classes' tactics to keep us divided. That's what Fox and MSNBC, it's red state, blue state, Fox News, Trump, Clinton, it's all. They're going to try to sell us that Bernie can't win. If he surges in the polls, they're going to tell us Bernie can't win, and then that's when Hillary's going to announce. Just watch. We got to crush him. We got to overwhelm him. Register to vote as a Democrat. Don't register as an independent, because if you have a provisional ballot in the primary, there's a good chance they'll purge it. Register as a Democrat now. Yeah. And don't vote by mail. If they have vote by mail, California, we have vote by mail. So I fill up my ballot at home, and then on election day, I hand it to the person at the ballot box, and I watch them put it in. That's what you do. That's what you do. Because if you mail them, then they'll just take all the mail votes, those are probably independents, and dump them in the trash. So support the show. Progressive Comedy Tour coming to Southern California. Ventura, California, December 13th. Hollywood, California, December 14th. Like, share, subscribe. YouTube is crushing my subscriber numbers again. They're throttling my views. You watch that Prince Andrew video, there's all these comments in the comment section, 245 likes and 0 views. Come on. YouTube clearly throttling views, clearly doing it. Because they're owned by Google. They don't want this message out there. If I was out there just saying, oh, Trump's bad, he's got orange skin, right? Hillary's good, isn't Obama great? Vice versa. Trump's amazing and the liberals are bad. They would let me put this out there. I should just do cat videos. Go to GrahamElwood.com for the tour date. Support me at patreon.com/GrahamElwood. I don't get money from the big corporations. They do not fund me at all. I'm funded by you, the viewers. You fund this. You help pay for this studio. You help pay for these videos. You help make the truth come out on this show. Thanks for watching.